You are parked in your driveway, the engine is off, and the house is only 20 feet away, but you don't move. You stay in the driver's seat, hands resting loosely on the wheel, staring at nothing in particular through the windshield. For those 10 minutes, the world is perfectly still. No one is asking for a report, no one is crying for attention, and no one needs you to be the version of yourself that solves their problems. Most people look at a man sitting in a parked car and see a man who is wasting time. They see hesitation or perhaps avoidance, but they are misreading the architecture of the moment. That car isn't just a machine for transport. In that specific silence, the car has become a pressurized cabin for your soul. It is a liminal space, a bridge between the man you have to be out there and the man you actually are when no one is watching. Stay with me, because understanding why you do this will explain more about your mental health than any self-help book ever could. To understand the drive home, you have to understand the cost of the day. Modern life for a man is a series of sustained high-alert states. Whether you are in an office, a site, or a warehouse, your nervous system is constantly scanning. You are scanning for social cues, for threats to your status, for errors in your work, and for the needs of your team. Researchers call this hypervigilance, a state where the sympathetic nervous system is locked in the on position. It's effective for survival, but it is expensive for the mind. It burns through cognitive resources like a high-performance engine running at redline for 8 hours straight. When the workday ends, that engine doesn't just stop, it's heat-soaked. It needs a cooling cycle. For many men, the drive itself is the only time in the day where they are the sole operator of their environment. Inside the car, you control the temperature, the volume of the noise, and the direction of movement. This is more than just comfort. It is the restoration of autonomy. In a world that demands you react to everything, the driver's seat allows you to be the one who acts. This is why many men take the long way home. They aren't lost. They are extending the duration of their own agency. Each turn, each gear shift, and each mile is a physical confirmation that you are still in control of your own trajectory. Psychologists refer to this as environmental mastery. It is the quiet medicine for a man who feels like a cog in a machine he didn't design. Then there is the specific psychology of the driveway sit, that moment when you arrive, but the door stays closed. On the other side of that car door is a different set of demands. You love your family, you value your home, but you also know that as soon as you step out, you must switch masks. You transition from the provider-worker to the father-partner. Both roles are heavy, both roles require a version of you that gives rather than receives. The 10 minutes in the car is the airbag between those two lives. It is the decompression chamber where the pressure of the outside world is slowly lowered so you don't get the bends when you enter your private life. If you didn't have this silence, you would bring the static of the office into the sanctuary of the home. The car protects the family from the man's stress, and it protects the man from his own exhaustion. There is also a biological factor at play that most men feel but can't name. The car is a small, enclosed, predictable space. For the male brain, which has evolved over millennia to prioritize territory and perimeter defense. This enclosure is a biological signal of safety. In the open world, you have to watch your back. In the car, the perimeter is only a few feet away, and it's made of steel. This allows the amygdala of the brain's alarm system to finally go quiet. When you see a man driving with no music, no podcast, and no phone, he isn't bored. He is engaging in a form of auditory fasting. He is clearing the cache of a mind that has been overloaded with data, voices, and expectations for the last 12 hours. This is why he might get defensive if you knock on the window or ask why he's taking so long. To you, it's a car. To him, it's the only place on earth where no one is judging his performance. If you've felt this piece, comment 1. If you think it's just a habit, comment 0. Either way, pay attention to how your body feels the next time you turn that key. Because the man who understands his need for the long drive home is a man, who is learning how to sustain himself for the long haul. You aren't avoiding your life. You are preparing yourself to lead it. You are taking the time to remember who you are before you go back to being what everyone else needs you to be. And in 2026, that 10-minute pause might be the most productive thing you do all day. The silence isn't a void. It's a refill. Don't apologize for it. Use it.